Hello, good morning, everybody. It's a big pleasure just to get together with you today so that we are returning back to our works and studies. It's a great moment. It's a big pleasure. And this week we will be talking about the use of adverbs and how we make use of these adverbs. For example, we have different kinds of adverbs that we can be making use just in order to enriching the sentences and the communication itself, which is really interesting, so that you can have a much better way of expressing what you'd like to say or what would you like to write for a person, for your friends, etc. So especially for today, let's have a talk about the adverbs of frequency. We have studied this before, but it's interesting to have a look again at these adverbs of frequency that we can just observe as a sequence. So we can just take a look that we can start with the adverb never and we proceed to the other extreme, which is the adverb always. So we have some expressions that we might be using to expand vocabulary and to make it better when you are communicating. So we can make it use of adverbs like never, rarely, seldom, sometimes, at times, usually, frequently, normally, commonly, very often, often, always. So these are good expressions that we can use when we are speaking, when you are having a chat, we are talking to other people, or if you are writing messages, for example, and you are talking about your routine. Okay? What I'd like to say as an observation is that you have to use these adverbs of frequency in a sentence in the correct position. Okay? And the position is immediately before the main verb. So you have a look at the main verb and you use the adverb of frequency immediately before the main verb. If you are using a modal verb, so the adverb of frequency will be placed immediately after the modal verb. For example, the verb can is a modal verb, so you can say, I can frequently do the shoppings for my neighbor, for example. If you use a normal verb, a regular or irregular verb, so you say, I usually drive listening to the radio, for example. So this week we will be talking and working about these kinds of structures. Okay, everybody? All right. So good studies for you, everyone. And let's move on with big practice, big enthusiasm, and let's move on. Let's go forward. Okay? Bye.